All right, we've seen the Christmas special for the Church on Ruby Road and the disaster that it was, with the weird globalist message of the goblins eating babies. That was not unintentional. If you think Russell T Davies is doing something like this just randomly, definitely not the case. Now, Russell T Davies has pointed out that he's going to be intentionally upsetting fans over the course of this season, and that seems to be the course of every property that's controlled by SJWs at the end of the day. The woke have pushed into every corner, and they started it with Jodie Whittaker. We know this, with the woman doctor crap. But now they're making this black gay doctor to push even harder. And of course, Disney is now funding it, and so they're going to be raking in the cash regardless of people liking or watching it or not. Now, we've covered this extensively. We've talked about how Ncuti Gatwa went out there and gave some interviews, which he did. And he says that the new Doctor Who series is going to be a race-baiting leftist train wreck over the course of his recent interview. Millie Gibson, who plays Ruby Sunday, his companion now, says that it's going to be controversial in a good way, which you know what that means. They're going to be pushing on the LGBT agenda even harder than ever before. And of course, we've seen they've already put in the trans Rose in the Doctor Who specials with David Tennant, where they kept going, "She's a beautiful daughter." And then, of course, Ruby Sunday in this last episode was hanging around with some tranny singer who looked like this giant towering dude over the course of them, wearing fishnets, singing Christmas songs. Everything's so happy in tranny land, right? It is what it is at this point. But they've come out with a trailer showing that it's going to get a lot worse over the course of 2024. So here is our new Doctor. And I'm not going to play the trailer because, of course, now YouTube has different rules regarding this stuff. There's Ruby Sunday, but it gets into it about right here. And he goes back in time. And this is always interesting when they go back in time to these different settings these days. They act like it's 2023, but in the past. And people talk like it's 2023 in the past. They have these open homosexual things like going on like it is in the past. You see the Doctor dancing with this fellow here as people look on shocked, and look at how close they get to each other as they're obviously budding with some kind of gay relationship that's being teased over the course of this. But it goes further. They're gonna hit the Beatles in this one, which is gonna be kind of cringe, but a BBC type of deal. And the next part that comes on this, you see a very blatant, he's wearing a woman's blouse right here, if you can see it. Clearly a woman's blouse in his outfit as he tries to push this agenda once more. And then it gets even further as you see a little... I'm trying to get to the spot in the trailer. Sucks not being able to play this on YouTube, but it is important here. While I'm trying to find this, hit the like and subscribe button. You see here's the part where he was dancing around on the church on Ruby Road. Gosh, and I don't find it. Of course I don't. As I'm recording this video, this is an issue that happens every single time. But there it is. Found it, finally. You can see this is clearly a dude with pink hair with made up eyebrows. Kind of looks like Heels versus Babyface as. No offense, as. But I mean, if they transed you. Effing pronouns, right? And this is the end result of what they're going to be pushing in this. They're going to be pushing not only the gay thing through the Doctor, but they're pushing the trans thing as hard as possible. Now, this is like Russell T Davies' wet dream. You know that he is a homosexual man, and this is what they do in everything. They make everything about themselves. They make everything a self-insert sort of process when they write these things, and they lose focus on writing good stories at the end of the day. That's what we found with the comic book industry. That's what we found with modern MCU stuff. And now Doctor Who is suffering this same fate. So really bad look for the trailer for season 1, I guess they call it, as they're now resetting everything to be a brand new year, right? Even though it's not season 1. And they're going to act like this is the first Doctor to ever do anything because it's historic. You know how it goes. All right, next thing they're going to do, and I'm going to predict this again, they're just going to call you racist and homophobic and all that throughout the course of this series. They've already started doing so it's not much of a prediction. But that is going to be the end of this. All right, Happy New Year, everybody, and not for Doctor Who fans, unfortunately. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.